What if the greatest threat to our future isn't war, famine, or even economic collapse? What if it's simply impatience? We live in an age of instant everything, instant meals, instant messages, instant gratification, and somewhere along the way, we've forgotten the value of time itself. But history tells a different story, one where civilizations rose to greatness not by chasing the next quick win, but by planting seeds they might never live to see grow. Today, I want to take you on a journey from the ancient past to our modern economy to uncover how the simple choice between acting fast and thinking long can shape not just your personal wealth, but the very survival of society. In plain English, time preference is how much you value the future compared to the present. A high time preference means you want the reward now, even if waiting could make it better. A low time preference means you're willing to delay gratification because you know the future payoff will be worth it. Think about a farmer with a bag of seeds. A high time preference farmer eats the seeds today, full stomach now, nothing for later. A low time preference farmer plants them, waits months, and ends up with 10 times as much food. We see it everywhere. Swipe a credit card now, pay for it later. Binge a TV series in one night instead of savoring it. Trade a healthy meal for fast food because it's quicker. And the opposite? Learning a skill over years until you master it. Saving for a home instead of maxing out debt. Building a business patiently instead of chasing viral trends. We even see it in nature. A redwood tree takes centuries to reach its full height, while weeds can sprout overnight. One lasts for generations, the other is gone with the first frost. Let's go back in time. Medieval Europe built cathedrals so massive, some took more than 200 years to finish. The architects knew they would never see the completed building, but they still designed it to stand for centuries. In Japan, there's the Ise Grand Shrine, a sacred site that's been rebuilt every 20 years for over 1,300 years. The tradition itself is the treasure. It's not about efficiency, it's about continuity. China's Great Wall stretched across mountains and deserts, a project spanning generations. Entire lifetimes were devoted to laying stone after stone, knowing the wall's defense would benefit descendants they'd never meet. We can go even further back. Ancient farmers saved their best seeds each season to ensure next year's crop would be strong. That act of holding back, of not eating the best right away, fed entire civilizations. The Polynesians navigated thousands of miles of open ocean in canoes, guided by star maps memorized and passed down for generations. Their voyages were only possible because someone, decades earlier, had trained a child in the art of reading the night sky. The Inca built vast networks of roads and terraces across the Andes, projects that took lifetimes, serving communities long after the original builders were gone. These weren't just construction projects. They were acts of faith in the future, in community, in the idea that what we start today can protect and inspire tomorrow. Then came the Industrial Revolution, and with it, speed became king. Factories could produce in hours what once took weeks. We learned to chase the quarterly profit instead of the generational plan. By the mid-20th century, planned obsolescence wasn't a conspiracy theory, it was a business model. Products were intentionally designed to break, so you'd have to buy them again. Politics shifted too. Fiat money replaced gold-backed currency, making it easier for governments to create money out of thin air. And when money loses value over time, people naturally spend faster. Why save $1 today if it'll be worth less tomorrow? Advertising poured gasoline on the fire. Billboards, radio, television, and now social media constantly tell us, you need this now. The result? A culture allergic to patience, addicted to consumption, and suspicious of anything that takes time. This is where economics and philosophy collide. High time preference cultures spend recklessly because they have to. Inflation punishes savers, rewarding those who consume first. We've seen it in extreme form. In Zimbabwe's hyperinflation, people spent their wages the same day they got them because bread could double in price overnight. In Weimar Germany, salaries were carried home in wheelbarrows of cash, only to buy a fraction of yesterday's groceries. In Argentina today, citizens rush to convert their pesos into dollars or goods, anything that will hold value longer than the local currency. When your money is melting like ice in the sun, patience stops feeling like a virtue. Now imagine money that works in reverse, a form of currency designed to become more valuable the longer you hold it. Bitcoin has a fixed supply, 21 million coins. No central bank can decide to print more. No politician can dilute it for a short-term fix. For the first time in decades, money itself rewards low-time preference. It makes you think twice before spending, because tomorrow's Bitcoin could be worth more than today's. This is why Bitcoiners talk about hodling, not as a meme, but as a philosophy. It's financial patience turned into a cultural movement. And it's not just about making more money, it's about restoring a habit that builds lasting wealth and stability. Low time preference isn't just about your bank account, it's about your health. Choosing to exercise today so you can walk without pain at 70. It's about relationships, investing time in trust and communication instead of chasing short-term excitement. It's about craftsmanship, making something to last decades instead of a disposable season. Civilizations are built the same way, brick by brick, habit by habit, choice by choice. Every short-term decision is a vote for or against the future. Think about planting an orchard. You won't taste the first fruit for years, but once it matures, it can feed generations. Think about raising a child. The lessons you teach today may not bear fruit for decades, but they shape the adults they'll become. Think about restoring a forest. You might not live to walk under its full canopy, but someone will. If impatience is the enemy of the future, then patience is the highest form of rebellion. In your money, your health, your relationships, choose the long game. Plant seeds you might never see bloom. Because the truth is, every decision you make with a low time preference is an investment in something bigger than yourself. And the reward isn't just what you gain, it's what you leave behind. So slow down, think long, and give the future a fighting chance.